Prince Harry is sensitive to the bad press and ill feelings the public have towards his wife. He doesn't understand why the world dislikes her so much. Can't think why. Well, here's some ideas. Here you go, Harry. The Oprah interview, number 1. So much to unpack in this video. Let's start with Prince Philip, the Queen's husband, was terminally ill in the hospital and died almost a month to the day after the Oprah interview aired. Did you or your wife consider that before agreeing to this interview? Or did you purposely want it aired when it did so you could get your last digs in before he died? Kind of looks like that. Regardless, airing it when it did seemed very callous and rather cruel. The Oprah interview number 2. Agreeing to this interview in the first place was an unwise choice. Very unwise. Your motives behind it tell a story of its own. Your actions and words showed your intent through and through. Harry and his wife in this interview very much had an agenda to defame the royal family and the British monarchy as a whole. That was clearly its goal, and that was exactly what it did. It's almost all they talked about. Singled out for particular attacks were Prince William, Prince Charles, Catherine the Duchess of Cambridge, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II very subtly, and her entire royal household, better known as the firm, in that order. Smearing the names of highly regarded people, Harry and Meghan, never makes you look good. It always backfires on the one doing the smearing. Always. The Oprah interview number 3. Meghan insinuating in strong overtones that the reason her alleged son, Archie, was not given a royal title at birth was due to racism. Quote, they didn't want him to have a title which was different from protocol, unquote. She also said that no explanation was given. Twice she said that. So you made sure to get it. Her saying those words while knowing full well that the actual reason for no title at that time was the letters patent of 1917, which declares only children and grandchildren of a monarch are given a prince or princess title at birth. Archie was a great-grandchild, allegedly, of a monarch when he was born. Archie's title would be bestowed only if 2 events happened. When Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II died and Prince Charles ascended the throne. If Charles had not ascended the throne and it had passed to William or anyone else, your alleged children would never receive a prince or princess title, ever. That is the actual protocol. Meghan knew this. Harry knew this. The Oprah interview number 4. Meghan claiming that she could not receive help from the royal household regarding her mental health issues. She went to the Human Resources Department to seek help and was turned away. Of course she would be. The HR department is there, for Buckingham Palace employees, is there to assist the employees of the royal family. Human Resources Department, not the royal family itself. Royal family members have different needs and circumstances that need careful handling by other people. That was an obvious misstep by her, seemingly on purpose so she could claim the royal family turned her away, which is what she did. If she had gone to the correct department or person, she would have been given the resources she needed. Any one of these people, for example, would have been perfect for her to turn to and immediately turn to. Harry, your own husband, Meghan. He himself was in therapy and also was a member of a charity along with his brother and sister-in-law, Catherine, that was mentally health focused. He was an excellent resource for you, Meghan, to turn to find help. Excellent, he's right there. Why didn't he do that? She doesn't make clear if she ever asked him. He certainly didn't step up and offer. Why did she not call her obstetrician, a medical professional, to get a referral? Meghan was 6 months pregnant at the time of the incident. She would have had an obstetrician on call. It has never once been mentioned why the doctor was not contacted. Her private secretary was another resource for her to turn to. He would have made it a priority to find her help immediately. Protecting the principal is their main duty. She doesn't make clear if she ever asked him. Apparently not. The Oprah interview, number 5, stating that there was, quote, an active role that the firm was playing in perpetuating falsehoods about us, unquote. Meghan said that there is a reason that these tabloids have holiday parties at the palace. They are hosted by the palace. Tabloids are. There is a construct that's at play there, and because from the beginning of our relationship, they were so attacking and inciting so much racism, really. It wasn't just catty gossip. It was bringing out a part of people that was racist in how it was charged. And that changed the threat. That changed the level of death threats. That changed everything. And she says she never called them a racist. So, Meghan, let's just get this straight. Let's try to figure this out. Are you saying that your lives were being put in danger by the firm purposely? The firm went out of their way, spent a lot of money on a party. Why? I don't know. Time and energy planning this whole thing out over years to incite all of this hatred against you, using the press to do so, going to a third party, multiple third parties, instead of keeping it in Buckingham Palace privately. No, let's go and get the press involved. They're the perfect people. And then, in a 1-2 punch, the final blow, your security was removed after you left royal service so you would be harmed? Huh? Did she really just say that? Yeah. Why would they do that? How were they even going to know that you left royal service? You were going to leave royal service. Nobody does that. They pretty much stick in there. Anyway, there's a codicil to that little commentary because Prince Harry reiterates this exact same narrative years later in a BBC interview aired in May 2025. He's still pushing this agenda. Make that make sense. Anyway, Harry, there's a few ideas for you. Just a couple of little reasons why we don't really care for your wife doing crap like this. Stuff like this.